Welcome everyone to the first video of the Designated DM here. Today we're going to be talking about map making, specifically about how to turn this map from A Quiet Year into the map that I've got here of Truin. For those of you who may recall, I recently played a game of The Quiet Year, a map building and settlement creating game. And here's the general rough map that you can see here on the left hand side, and here's what I created on the right here. And if the part on the left doesn't really make too much sense to you, part of this is interpreting maps here, as this is all, none of this is to scale, none of this is a one-to-one, but really just to allow the players to create this place, create points of interest, and hopefully create stories, create hooks for the future. So starting out with this location here, I use Inkarnate as my map maker, but you can kind of see where the one-to-ones are from this kind of crude drawing versus what I make on the map here. And I also try to keep myself attached to the ideas that the players present here. So even though everything can't be properly represented in this map of Truin, you've got the walls surrounding the place here. I try to keep those same fortifications in a similar design here. There's a community center building in the center, which is this one here, a kind of church, or no, a hospital, which is this building here, roads that were established that you can see throughout, and even zooming in you can see the wells that the players have made here. So plenty of examples within the town, including this little statue here you may not have noticed over here, and this tunnel which is here as well, an escape pathway that leads to the caverns. Speaking of which, that's what this whole thing is over here, the caverns, and that's represented down here in this section of the map. Some trees down below that here. So I kind of start from the edges and work my way inward with this map. I want to get the larger terrain, the environment placed onto the map first. So I actually started with this swamp here, and you can see the moss, the lily pads, and you can see here this is the laughing gas swamp that they've created and their refinement building here. Some things can't fit on the map here, but they're just meant to represent different aspects of different aspects of the location. So even though there's not a mountain directly to the east here like this map seems to indicate, I did want to still show that there's clearly this pathway to the east where things start to escalate, increase. Looking up in this upper right hand corner, you can see the dam, the fishery house here, the factory that they're using here to fish from the stream. And on this upper left hand corner, there is another tribe or group that exists out here, but I'm not able to really put them onto this map here explicitly. And lastly, the bamboo thickets, the bamboo forests to the west here, where our players discovered pandas that were sentient and conscious. And even this little chapel here, this dark building for the dark cult that has found itself in Truin. Not really a dark cult, because the people seem to really enjoy the presence of the outsiders that they've experienced here so far. The outsiders have seemed friendly, so we'll see if the party's able to do anything about that. But a lot of these projects on the left hand side here, these represent things and focuses of this community, but there are also plenty of projects that weren't finished that may lend themselves to future quests, like dealing with a chapel and graveyard, canning, preparing for the winter, magical wards for protection, fireworks for entertainment, a kind of lookout. These are projects that weren't able to be completed. So those will add themselves to future quests. And yeah, so that's pretty much where I start. Looking at this map here, so I started at the kind of the four corners, establishing what the outer perimeter would look like here, just as you can see here. Then I worked my way in, kind of shading. Map making is a lot like painting in some ways. Created the walls here, then created the interior, painted it all out, created the streets, and try to lay it out. I try to keep things in some logistical consistency, and it's all about the details, and adding a few more details here and there can make your place feel a little more alive. So now in the future, if the players come to this place, they'll be able to see, oh, this is the town of Truin. We can head over to the market, head to the hospital here. They can kind of see the lookouts, the fortifications here, the guards. These are all gates that the party can come in and exit from. And that's it. So it took me some time to make this map, but that's what I love about the Quiet Year game, which is it can turn something like this into a fleshed out environment, a fleshed out settlement the players can explore. And there are a few other cooperative story building games that are out there that I think are pretty fun and allow for this kind of similar creation, because me as a DM, I can't say that I would have had the inclination to include a bamboo forest and bamboo buildings along with a panda civilization, nor a alien jail here like they were trying to create, so, or an explosives factory. So I might not have created those things if I was doing this on my own, and that's the great part about this game. So if you have any questions or want to hear more, leave a message, let me know, and I'm happy to do more videos like this. Thanks for watching.